Welcome to OK Miniatures. In today's video we're going to be making modular torches that you can place in different places all around your castle. So the foundation for these torches and any future accessories are going to be L-shaped brackets. I made mine out of this thin piece of sheet metal that I scavenged. I have no idea what it was in its previous life, but that's okay. Matters is that it's magnetic. I marked off 10mm increments before using this guy to launch them across the room. And by launching, I mean fell nicely into a pile on my desk. I was surprised. These metal bits have surprisingly unsharp edges, so I'm not going to worry about filing them down or anything like that. After bending one in half with my bare hands with 2 pliers, I tested it out with some magnets as weights, and it seemed like a possibly decent idea. So I continued to use brute strength to function some excellent creations of science do my bidding. For the torches themselves, I started by chopping a skinny wooden dowel into approximately 1-inch pieces. Toothpicks should work nicely for this if that's what you have. I just happen to have these nice dowel things. But anyway, if you use toothpicks, you do want to cut off the pointy ends. I used a knife to rough up the smooth surface and give a more rough-hewn look. Once the sticks were prepared, I wrapped a single strand of a piece of yarn around one end, holding it there with a dab of superglue. I also experimented using electrical tape, but that looked pretty bad and not at all like a piece of flammable material. If you don't have yarn on hand, you might be able to use paper towel or even thread. I believe Matt from RP Archive actually used paper towel in his castle accessories video. For the flame, I globbed a little bit of hot glue on the yarn end of the stick and waited for it to cool so I could shape it into a more flamish shape, the same way I did in my campfire video. I find it easiest to use the glue when it was just melted and not hot and runny. If you want to make things even better, you could figure out a way to use LEDs here, make a nice, actually glowing flame. The main reason I haven't is because I haven't come up with a good way to keep the torches as modular as I'd like while also connecting them to a battery. Tabletop Witchcraft has a video for reasonably modular torches if you want them in just walls. I'll put a link in the description, but if you come up with a better idea based on that or something similar, let me know in the comments. To make the sconce, I cut out hexagons from a cereal box. I used a small dab of hot glue to attach the magnets, and then I used another dab to attach a bit of rolled electrical tape to the torch. After wrapping the tape around the torch, I glued these 2 pieces together with the tape kind of going around the magnet on the hexagon. This isn't the most elegant sconce, but the torch draws most of the attention, so who cares. I painted the sconces black and then used a brown wash to stain the wood. For the flame, I like to put down a somewhat sloppy coat of yellow and orange paint, mixed roughly, not very smooth at all, just kind of dabbing different paints on there, and then kind of blend it on the actual flame itself. This gives the flame a little variation in color and opacity, which I think helps it look more flame-like. Then it's just a matter of sticking an L bracket between some dungeon stackers and adding a torch. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, yay. You might also be interested in making battlements with matriculations, in which case, check out this video. Go over how to improve battlements from just normal battlements to matriculations, or battlements with matriculations. And with that, I'll see you in the future.